Inniswell Ministries International presents Stories for My Grandson. Hi, grandson. Grandma has a story for you. Are you ready? Let's go. Well, way back in the Bible days, there was a boy named Moses. Now, when Moses was born, he was born in Egypt. And there was a law, well, an edict, that a rule that was set, that was put out by Pharaoh. He told Pharaoh was the king of Egypt. He told the midwives that if any Hebrew boys born, they should be taken out at birth. They couldn't live. But the midwives wouldn't listen because they knew God and they feared God more than they feared Pharaoh. So Moses is born. So the mom hides him as long as she can, but after a while, you can't hide him anymore. And so one day, Pharaoh's daughter is bathing in the river, and Moses' mom makes a little basket and puts the basket with Moses in the river, and it floats down to the princess. And she sees Moses, and instantly she falls in love. She knows he's a Hebrew baby. She doesn't care. He's beautiful. So Moses' sister Miriam was hanging around, and she says, "Excuse me, miss, do you need a wet nurse for him?" And so that's a mommy, that's a lady that breastfeeds babies. And Pharaoh's daughter's like, "Yeah." So like basically Moses' mom was paid to take care of him to a certain age. But at a certain age, she had to give him up. And so Moses went to live in the palace of Pharaoh, right? He became royalty. He was a prince, a daughter of the princess. And so he grew up like very wealthy and spoiled and right? Very privileged. But he knew that he was a Hebrew, but it didn't matter. Nobody made a big deal about it, but he knew. And so one day he's out walking and he sees an Egyptian man mistreating a Hebrew man. And so he beat him. He beat him up. Well, he beat him up really bad and he died. But Moses didn't think anybody saw him. So he like buried him in the ground. But about a week later, he sees two Hebrew men fighting and he goes to them. He's like, "Why are you fighting your brothers?" And the Hebrew guy was like, "Oh, what are you going to do? Kill us like you did that that Egyptian dude?" And Moses is like, "Oh, snap. Okay, everybody knows, let me go." So he ran away to Midian, and we'll do part two of Moses' life next week because Moses goes from spoiled prince boy to leader of the Hebrew people. So yeah, we'll tell the rest of his story next week. Okay. Well, guess what, grandson? Grandma loves you, but Jesus loves you more. And join us again next time when Inniswell Ministries International presents Stories for My Grandson. Until then, bye.